friends. Today we're talking about foot to head. I see so many incorrect things in a lot of your foot to head positions, but I just want to point a couple of the more common ones out before we talk about the right way to do it. Also, I'm repping my new Fit and Bendy back warmer. It's really awesome. It keeps the muscles in your low back nice and warm and protected so that they don't seize up on you while you're bending. It's nice and fleecy. We currently have 20% off from the whole Fit and Bendy website, so send a message to me if you're interested in getting the discount code. Okay, foot to head. So, foot to head is not a quad stretch. I see a lot of you going like this, grabbing and pulling it into your butt. So if you look like this, your foot to head is not correct. You wanna be stretching your back here and the front of your hip flexor a little bit, but the goal is not just to crank on the quad. So your foot is actually going to be pretty much straight up and down in the back, regardless of what level you're at. No matter how far away your hips are from the floor, I want your foot to still be straight up and down, or further back if you're super fancy. The next thing that foot to head is not is a side bend. So I'm assuming how you get into this. I'm seeing a lot of people who have their foot out to the side here, and they're trying to bend. So their pictures look kind of like this. Yeah? That's not awesome. No matter what level of sideways you are, it's not going to be the right stretch. It's going to do funky things to your hip, and it's pretty unsafe for your knee. So here's what foot to head actually is. You're going to start off in pigeon. If you're not in a full pigeon, you can sit on your foot. You can stick a block under the butt cheek of your front leg. You can stick something else under there too, just so that you're supported and your leg can go straight behind you. Because we really want to make sure that we're getting this hip squared and keeping our shoulders to the front, okay? So, for the grab, for beginners, you're gonna bring your back foot up as far to straight up and down as you can. You can look back for it at this point. Grab the inside of that foot. Then I want you to turn your shoulders back forward. Not crank it in, leave it straight on. Turn your shoulders forward. Send your belly button out towards the wall in front of you. Make sure your hip bone and your shoulder and your belly button are all going straight forward. This might give you a bit of a shoulder stretch. It's also going to feel a stretch in your low and mid back and the front of your hip. As you move into an intermediate, we have a little bit of a grip situation going on in the world. The easiest grip that I find for intermediates is the palm up grip, okay? So the palm up grip, I start like I have a platter of cheese or whatever. I'm a waitress, right? I have my hand up with my platter. I bring my foot up in the back, and I bring my platter all the way around until my foot runs into the side of this finger. So if this were my foot, the side of that finger is going to run into it. So my thumb is on one side, and my fingers are on the other. See? Then I can pinch between my thumb and my first finger. So, foot up, platter, around. Hit your first finger on the top of your foot, and then pinch with your thumb and your other fingers on the back. So one side has my thumb, and the other side has the rest of my fingers. Now, here's the tricky part for a lot of you intermediates. It's flipping the shoulder. So if I try to flip my shoulder here, oh God, it's going to be really rough, right? So what I want to do instead is bring my foot in really close with that nice firm grip. So bring your foot into your shoulder, face forward. Now you can swing that elbow up in a nice arc and square yourself again. And you have a pretty good grip with that thumb on the ball of your foot, okay? If the ball of your foot doesn't work, you can let it slip to your toes. That's fine too, okay? So one more time, your grip. Foot up, serve your platter. Run into the tops of your fingers. Pinch your thumb on the bottom and your fingers on the top. Now you're going to pull your foot in towards your shoulder, switch your elbow up to the top, and square your gaze forward. The next step is to drop your head back. And if you're fancy, you can walk that foot down to your ankle, or you can grab with the other hand. If this is hard to balance, you can put that first hand down. Opposite hand is a better stretch than same side hand. Okay? Voila. And there's your foot to head grip. Thanks, guys. Happy bending.